Before the video begins, I just want to address a couple things I already know I'm going to see in the comments. That one, yes, this lobby that you're seeing right here in this gameplay is filled with a ton of bots. I know there were a lot of bots in this lobby. If you're trying to drop high kill games and you're playing a bunch of good people, a bunch of sweaty tryhards, it's going to be really hard because a lot of those fights take a long time and everybody's like building a ton and that takes a long time. So yes, I know there were a lot of bots in this lobby. Second of all, no, I am not playing on Xbox. A lot of people say, oh, if you want to drop more kills, just play on console. This game is on PC. I use a controller, so it looks like I'm on Xbox, but I have it plugged into my PC, which matches me with mouse and keyboard lobbies. You can tell that I'm playing on PC because the graphics are a lot worse than if I was on console. That's point number 2. Point number 3, I'm not saying that I'm one of the best players in the world. I know that you don't have to be a great player to drop these high kill games, but it does help to be good. I did the solo gauntlet finals and I actually placed like top 400 in the North America region, which makes me a pretty good player, but I did face Ghost Aiden twice. And I got pooped on twice. 2 times. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get into how to drop more kills in Fortnite Season 8. So first of all, yes, I did miss out on recording the first 4 kills of this gameplay because, idiot alert, but the chaos phase is my favorite phase for going for high kill games and really just getting better at the game in general. A lot of you guys I see in the comments, you're like, how do I get better faster in the game? Like, you just started in Season 6 or Season 7 and you want to get better at the game faster. Well, dropping Tilted and all of this stuff not only lets you go for high kill games, but if you're dying, and like if I would have died at the start of this game, you're going to see how many gunfights I get into that are really helpful for getting better at the game. I would much rather go for high kills and die than get like 0 to 3 kills and win the game. Like, in my opinion, this is a lot more fun than if you're just camping the entire time. You know, as much fun as I have in the tournaments, it's not that much fun when you're just camping and, you know, trying to make it to the end game and you maybe get like 2 kills in a game. I have a lot more fun doing stuff like this where you're just playing really fast paced, pushing people. And the reason you want to go into the chaos phase in every single game and just full on send, you saw me at the start rotate over from the green place over to here because I saw all the fighting here and I don't know what happened with my aim right there. I increased my sensitivity and every once in a while you're going to see in this video, I potato like so many shots in a row. Alright, it's a little embarrassing, but I put it in the video anyways because this gameplay was really good. So just bear with the bad shots, okay? Don't make fun of me too much. But either way, it's, as you can see, I just threw myself right into this fight, which got me up to 9 kills. If I wouldn't have come over here, there was a possibility that these people would have killed each other. So a lot of you guys that say you don't find the bots and all of this stuff in the games, you don't find the bad players, you're not getting kills, there isn't enough time to get a lot of kills, is because you're not putting yourself in the right situations to get these. Of course, there's a lot of luck that goes into a high kill game, you know, whether you can third party a fight on time and all this stuff. But the best thing you can do is just put yourself in position for this. So you're going to see, again, this guy pushes me, let him break my wall to get the shot. And then after that, after an entry shot like that, the fight is pretty much yours. So the chaos phase, as you can see, went really well. And that is the biggest key for getting these high kill games because I started off with 11 and there's still 30 players alive. Extremely aggro rotations. So basically just full sending and seeing red. You're just very aggressive the entire game. Because personally, if you're not either rotating or fighting somebody, you know, you could also make a case for looting as well. I think you're wasting time in the game and that is valuable time that people could be dying. So in this situation, you're going to see that I just full on charged this guy. Now, you don't have to be dumb with how you're charging people. I just chose to be extremely aggressive in this game because I knew I had a good chance of getting a really high kill game. So it led to this right here where I don't know why I didn't shotgun that guy, but the SMG did the job. It took care of it just fine. But basically, me just charging over here has led to all these fights, and now we have hamster balls that are in the game that have plungers on them as well. So these are going to lead to very high kill games. Let me just put that out there first of all. They've already shown in the competitive scene. I don't know if when you're watching this video, if they're still going to be in the game. I assume they will be though, because, you know, I've seen mixed reviews on them of people liking them and not liking them. As of right now, I am completely fine with the hamster balls because personally, they don't have a gun on them like the plane did, and it's a lot harder to ram people with them, which was the two biggest problems with the planes in my opinion. Although they are pretty powerful with that, what, like 300 health or however much health they have. Next up, we have study the map, not math. Now, that's not my best joke I've ever made, but basically all I'm talking about is just that you have to know the hot zones on the map. So I knew that this hill right here, generally speaking in games, is going to get you in a lot of fights. So that was a really easy kill that doesn't come around every single game. But basically, just having the vantage point over the entire lobby on this hill gave me such an advantage. You're going to see just being able to laser people with the assault rifle from up top. And then these two people start fighting down there. And I have the redeployable and the launch pad. So I had two means of travel to just get myself involved in this. I highly recommend redeployable. I know I talk about it in a lot of videos, but it's just right now in the game, I don't necessarily think it's a great item for Fortnite to have in the game, because it does give some players an advantage over others because you can just redeploy. But that's why you got to take full advantage of that and get yourself the redeploy, because you can get involved in fights and just get over the top of people, and then if they try to shoot you down, you just fall right back down with the redeploy and you're absolutely fine. So right there, just got the one kill and then knock on in here, and I knew there was a second person that was already a little weak, finish them off, and now I'm at 18 kills with 17 other players still alive. This is when you just don't waste time and you just keep on pushing with your redeployable. I have the launch pad as well, so I know that if I go down and, you know, I still have that very long rotation. You guys are going to see the rotation in a second here. But I have the launch pad, which makes rotating a lot easier. I have redeployable as well, so I can build up and redeploy. So I know I can take this fight. Normally, I wouldn't suggest taking fights where like the storm is very far out and you're pushing somebody out in the storm. But in this case, I knew this guy wasn't a very good player. Again, I missed a ton of shots, and as you can see, yeah, not a very good player to say the least. And then finally, another fight right here. Just look at all of these fights I'm getting because of my choice to go to this spot on the map. I could have gone back to Tilted, but knowing that this place is where a lot of players rotate in from retail, from salty, from just all the areas on the map, this got me into so many more fights. I was at 11 kills coming out of Tilted, and right now I'm about to get in this fight to go for 20 before we even close this circle here. So now, just getting the high ground over this player. I'll just kind of summarize this fight. This wasn't that tough of a fight. Yeah, again, a lot of these fights have been very quick fights. And you're going to notice that if you ever watch somebody get like a 20+ kill game, most of the fights are pretty simple. There's very few 20+ kill games that get you just absolutely playing these beasts the entire time, because that's almost impossible to get. If I was playing like a ghost member or somebody like that in this game, one, I would probably die, but two, those fights would take a very long time because we would both turtle up whenever we get weak, and it would take a while. So then in this stage, I said don't be afraid of the storm, guys, because as you can see, you know, I'm going to take a decent amount of storm damage here, but if you get into a fight, you're going to be okay, because you can get the health from that kill, or you can keep redeploying back towards the zone. This was actually a major... I could have died here very easily. This guy gets a shotgun shot on me, gets me down to 40 health, so maybe you should be a little afraid of the storm. Not like, you know, not too comfortable with it, but again, just finish that guy off, the anonymous, and 21 kills with 10 left. It's just set up for my best solo of all time. And then when you're going towards the end game, heal time is very important, guys, so make sure you take time to actually heal up. At this point in the game, you should be more focused on the win. There were a lot of bad players in this gameplay. There's so much travel in Season 8 that there's never really been in the game besides Season 7 with the planes and all of that. That leads to these games where you just find these players that are camping. If you just one by one up on top of a hill and sit there the whole game, obviously you're not going to drop a lot of kills, and you might not be planning to do that. But I think just with the importance of how many mats and health you can get from kills, it's really important to start pushing people like this. And that's why it might seem like you're facing sweats all the time, because you're playing sweats like me who are just charging around the map with all of this travel. So if you're complacent and you're just staying in the same spot the whole time, these people are going to find you. So basically, you know, whether you want to go for more kills or not, and if you want to play like this, you can. You just have to be prepared for people like me to be playing like this, because it's just so easy now, especially with the hamster balls. I don't know why I call them hamster balls. I don't know the official name. But the hamster balls, they let you travel around the map so fast now. And they have 300 HP. So just be ready for people like me, the worst kind of people, to just be charging around the map. Just slaying out the lobby now. There are 2 people left. I have 26 kills, which right there, 24 was my previous best in solos. But 26 leads me to charge this guy at the end game. I'll just commentate over the end game now. You guys kind of get the point of how to go for these high kill games like this. Just full send the entire time. You got to be smart though. As you can see, like, I'm charging at this guy, but I'm still blocking off the second guy. And while I'm going to this guy, I'm keeping the high ground. Keeping this guy, keeping the pressure on. I know I have him weak, but this guy just kept on turtling and turbo building. So I actually dropped down and tried to finish him off, tried to take a couple walls, but this dude had so much travel and so many builds that he actually got away, and you guys are about to see the saddest thing ever. You're about to see the saddest thing ever, and I actually still cry thinking about it. The dude died to the storm. Yeah, just really sad. That could have been a 28 kill game, but instead I only get 27. Either way, guys, I hope this video was really helpful. I know it's kind of hard to just talk through one gameplay and show you guys like all the different situations that could possibly happen in different games, because as you guys know, Fortnite is a very RNG based game and there are so many different situations. But I hope kind of talking through what helps me go for higher kill games has helped you guys. And I know you don't always get lobbies this easy. Neither do I. That's why it was really nice to finally have an easy lobby, especially because it seems like Season 8 has been filled, as you guys have told me, and as I've talked about on the channel before, with tons and tons of sweaty players. And, you know, I don't want to, like, bash people for being sweaty, because, one, I'm sweaty, and I understand when you're in a battle royale, you're going for the win. But it is nice to every once in a while play some new players and to see that there are still new players coming to the game, because some people act like Fortnite's dead, which I don't think it is at all. Actually, I know Fortnite's not dead. It's still one of the most popular games out there. So guys, hope this was helpful. As you can see, wrapping up the 28 kill game here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Twitter has the Aiden clip of Aiden absolutely destroying me, so go watch that. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Those 3. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.
Started as a zero, I was chasing dreams, trying to turn into a hero. Sniper rifle, 5 rifles, going for the title. I could be the one that they idol.